Narcissism is one of those traits that can be incredibly difficult to deal with in any relationship, whether it's with a partner, a family member, or even a colleague. When someone is deeply narcissistic, their behaviors can seem not only manipulative and self-serving but sometimes downright sinister. It's as if they're pulling strings in ways that are intentionally designed to harm you while they remain blissfully unaffected, reveling in their own sense of superiority. It's no wonder that many people, especially those who have been hurt by narcissists, start to feel like their behavior goes beyond mere human flaws. Some might even begin to wonder, is this person devil sent? If you've ever dealt with a narcissist who has wreaked havoc on your emotional and mental well-being, it's hard not to wonder if they are operating with something more nefarious than just an inflated ego. It's as though their presence in your life has a purpose beyond their personal gain, a darker, more destructive force that seems almost otherworldly. In fact, some people say that the behavior of narcissists can feel so malicious that they seem like agents of chaos, sent to test, torment, and tear you down. If you've ever found yourself feeling this way, it may be because there are some undeniable signs that a narcissist in your life could be, in essence, devil sent. One of the first things you notice when dealing with a narcissist is how their words and actions seem to consistently aim at weakening your sense of self. They don't just argue or disagree. They systematically chip away at your confidence and autonomy, often in ways that are subtle at first but become insidiously damaging over time. It's almost as though their sole purpose is to strip you of your ability to stand firm in who you are, to break you down so thoroughly that you're left questioning your worth. Narcissists have a gift for identifying your vulnerabilities and exploiting them. They know exactly what to say to make you doubt your abilities, your intelligence, and even your own reality. This type of behavior often starts off small. Maybe they mock you lightly or offer backhanded compliments, but over time, it escalates into full-blown gaslighting. The result is that you find yourself constantly second-guessing everything. This pattern can feel eerily calculated, as if it were designed to erode your sense of self, and there's something almost demonic about how skilled they are at doing it. Narcissists are notorious for creating chaos in the lives of those around them. Their need for control and domination often manifests in stirring up drama wherever they go. One of the most toxic traits of a narcissist is their ability to create conflict, not only between you and them but also between you and the people you care about. They might plant seeds of doubt, pit people against each other, or lie outright to ensure that your support system crumbles. They seem to thrive on discord and division, watching gleefully from the sidelines as relationships disintegrate under their influence. You may start to feel like a pawn in their game, a game in which they hold all the cards. What's more disturbing is that they always seem to come out unscathed while everyone around them suffers the consequences of their manipulations. This constant stirring of chaos can feel almost biblical in its destruction, as if they were sent to tear down every bit of peace in your life. A narcissist's relentless need for admiration and attention can also take on a more sinister tone. It's not just about being the center of attention, it's about being worshipped. They seek a level of adoration that goes beyond simple flattery. They want to be revered, placed on a pedestal, as if they were godlike. And when they don't get this kind of reverence, they can become vindictive and cruel. It's as if their need for validation has a supernatural quality to it, an unquenchable thirst that cannot be satisfied by mere human means. They will go to great lengths to ensure that they are the focal point of your life, often demanding sacrifices that leave you feeling drained and diminished. Over time, this worship of the narcissist starts to feel less like a relationship and more like a twisted form of spiritual bondage. You find yourself constantly giving, constantly bending to their will, while they take without remorse or gratitude. It's as though you're trapped in a one-sided covenant, with them as the deity and you as the devoted, subservient follower. Perhaps one of the most chilling aspects of dealing with a narcissist is the way they seem utterly devoid of empathy. While most people are capable of compassion, of feeling the pain and joy of others, narcissists seem disturbingly indifferent to the emotions of those around them. In fact, they often seem to take pleasure in the suffering they cause. When you're hurting, they're at their calmest, their most collected, even their most smug. It's as though your suffering validates their power. This lack of empathy is one of the things that sets narcissists apart from ordinary toxic individuals. They don't just hurt you by accident. They hurt you on purpose, and they don't feel bad about it. This lack of conscience, this cold indifference to the pain they cause, is one of the reasons many people feel that dealing with a narcissist is like dealing with something inhuman. There's a darkness there, a void where empathy should be, and it's hard not to feel like this kind of emotional deadness comes from a place beyond the realm of normal human experience. Finally, the most telling sign that the narcissist in your life might be devil-sent is the way they leave you feeling utterly depleted and defeated. Over time, being around them drains your energy, your joy, and your sense of purpose. It's not just that they're exhausting to deal with, plenty of people are emotionally draining, it's that they seem to feed off your energy in a way that leaves you feeling hollow. You might start to notice that after interactions with them, you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted, as if they've siphoned your life force. This is more than just normal relationship fatigue, this is something that feels almost parasitic. It's as if the narcissist derives strength from your weakness, as though they're feeding on your vitality to sustain themselves. And no matter how much you give, it's never enough to satisfy their endless appetite. This kind of emotional vampirism is what makes dealing with a narcissist feel so deeply unsettling, so otherworldly. It's not just that they take from you, it's that they seem to require your suffering in order to thrive. In conclusion, while narcissism can be explained by psychological theories and understood in terms of personality disorders, there's something about the behavior of extreme narcissists that goes beyond mere self-absorption. The way they methodically dismantle your sense of self, create chaos, demand worship, show no empathy, and leave you feeling drained can make it seem as though they are more than just flawed individuals. They may well be operating with the kind of malice and cruelty that feels like it has a darker, more sinister origin. Whether or not you believe in forces beyond the physical, it's hard to deny that the impact of a narcissist on your life can feel like the work of a force intent on destruction. It's this deeply unsettling feeling, the sense that the narcissist in your life may, in fact, be devil-sent, that makes these 5 signs stand out. When dealing with such a person, it's important to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, because the damage they can inflict goes far beyond the surface. Whether devil-sent or not, their ability to harm is very real, and it's up to you to recognize the signs before you become completely consumed by their influence.
I am overjoyed to be able to see each and every one of you once more. Today's conversation is going to center on the challenging topic of dealing with narcissists, which is going to be difficult to deal with. At the moment, we must give our full attention to this topic because it is a complicated matter. When you do not take part in the manipulations that a narcissist engages in, you are aware of the manner in which they behave, right? Acquiring this comprehension is really crucial in order to communicate effectively with them. It is well knowledge that narcissists are tremendously needy, and it appears that their insecurities become more pronounced over time. Narcissists take this ability to a whole new level, usually disregarding your requirements and constraints in order to comply to their tale. The majority of people are able to describe their goals and anticipations. However, narcissists take this ability to an entirely new level. Maintain your presence here with us as we go into the subject of dealing with narcissists, studying the traits that they exhibit, and investigating ways to maintain one's confidence in the face of difficult circumstances. I would appreciate it if you would click the bell button, like this post, and follow it if you find this subject matter to be interesting. This will guarantee that you are provided with the most recent insights that we have. Together, let us strengthen ourselves by learning from one another and gaining knowledge from one another. Narcissists, by nature, are preoccupied with the desire to be accepted. People who are narcissistic take the feeling of being acknowledged to an extreme, despite the fact that everyone appreciates being acknowledged. As long as they continue to believe that they are superior, they will continue to hunt for reinforcement for the decisions and beliefs that they have made. They are unable to comprehend the possibility that other individuals might have an idea or method that is superior to their own. There is also the possibility that narcissists will make an effort to damage your reputation. As a result of the respect that people feel for you, they will choose to associate with you in order to advance their position in the organization. They are under the impression that you would always agree with them and will fight against any different points of view that you offer. It is necessary to obtain your agreement in order for your reasons to be regarded valid, regardless of how rational or emotionally powerful they may be. Let us have a conversation on this subject together so that we can both increase our level of wisdom and our level of resilience. This is a wonderful time to have you here. Narcissists desire to have you follow and support them, and they will frequently attempt to persuade you to agree with their harmful behaviors and decisions. Their goal is to have you following and supporting them. It is possible that those who are in close proximity to them may experience stress as a result of their never-ending demand for acceptance. Being in the company of a narcissist could be an experience that is appealing to you. It's possible that their appeal and initial kindness are deceptive, leading you to assume that you are a member of their world. On the other hand, as time goes on, you will become aware of their critical side and experience their fury, which can range from a slight discomfort to an overwhelming rage. This will happen as time goes on. Complaining and expressing anger are prevalent behaviors among narcissists, which can lead to confrontations that are mentally draining for the other person. Their manipulative methods, which I refer to as strange sales pitches, are designed to shift your perspective so that it is in line with theirs. This is the goal of their strategies. They will continue to pursue you even if you tell them that you are not interested in them, which will make you feel even worse about the situation itself. They will use twisted thinking the bulk of the time, and if you do not comply with their demands, they will react with anger or rage, which will cause you to walk on eggshells. It is possible for narcissists to engage in the silent treatment as a sort of passive-aggressive behavior in order to communicate their disdain of the situation. You will become aware of a pattern of behavior that leads you to feel exhausted and miserable after some time has passed. This pattern of behavior will cause you to. This realization is absolutely necessary in order to comprehend and successfully handle relationships with narcissists. It is crucial to become aware of this realization. It is possible that you will question the value of your relationship with them when you look at it from that perspective. Do they really believe that they are making your life better, or are they just trying to take advantage of you? Narcissists will typically respond with a more strong response whenever you express your dissatisfaction. They will do this in an effort to convince you that you are wrong. In order for them to take into consideration your point of view, they insist that you demonstrate that you have satisfied their standards. Narcissists see this never-ending back and forth as a threat to their capacity to exert control over the situation, and it may ultimately lead you to decide to exit the relationship. Narcissists perceive this decision as a threat to their ability to control the situation. People that are narcissistic are incapable of seeing things clearly from your perspective, since they are focused on themselves. In addition to showing a disregard for the issues that are important to other people, they are also looking for attention and preferred treatment. It is possible for them to embellish the truth in order to portray themselves as victims and to anticipate obtaining something in exchange for the charity that they demonstrate. It is possible to have the impression that your attempts to maintain peace and neutrality are worthless if you make an effort to do so. Narcissists have a tendency to cling to any authority they have, especially when things are unpleasant, and this is especially true when it comes to relationships. There is a correlation between the way we respond to specific situations and the level of maturity and character that we possess. Individuals that are narcissistic tend to become more demanding when they perceive that they are being threatened. As a result of the fact that actual relationships involve a certain amount of give and take, it is only normal for there to be disagreements. When it comes to getting to know one another and developing closeness with one another, communication that is not just truthful but also open is an imperative must. This is a concept that narcissists have a hard time seeing and understanding. When it comes to relationships, it is reasonable to anticipate that there would be differences. Yet, individuals cannot be substituted. We should make an effort to increase our mutual understanding and respect for one another rather than searching for someone who can fulfill our expectations. This would be a more productive use of our time. It is unfortunate that only a small percentage of narcissists are capable of understanding this concept. It is important to take into mind the reaction of the narcissist in the event that you decide to cut off contact with them. Given that you did not put their needs first, it is probable that they would interpret your departure as a personal attack and predict unpleasant consequences as a result of your failure to prioritize their wants. There is no reason to continue being in a relationship with a narcissist if they make you feel terrible, blame you, or compel you to play parts that you do not want to play. Leave the relationship immediately. They are masters at making you feel bad and bringing the partnership into question. They are specialists in both of these categories. In spite of the fact that the narcissist might not be aware of these traits, it is essential that they be recognized. First and foremost, it is essential to prioritize your health and to have faith in your instincts. It would be wonderful if things could be worked out, but narcissists are notorious for not listening to what others have to say. Both your personal growth and your sense of self-assurance ought to be your key concerns. In order to protect your mental and emotional well-being, it is necessary to have an understanding of the patterns of behavior that are associated with narcissism. Narcissists have a difficult time dealing with rejection, therefore it takes a lot of strength to stop a relationship with them. Narcissists are difficult to deal with. It is important to be ready for a difficult response, but you should also be aware that it will validate your choice. By moving forward with respect, humility, and kindness, you can make progress toward achieve the goal of achieving peace. Your feedback and sharing this video with others who might be able to benefit from it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance for your assistance. If you subscribe, you will receive extra advice on how to deal with people that are narcissistic. We would like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation for your support, which affords us the opportunity to continue providing you with useful information that will ultimately make your life improve.